Hi, it's Vincent here from Team Overloader, and I'm back with the second episode of Let's Blend. Today we'll be having a look at the process of unwrapping our shield. This basically means what a model looks like when it's laid out flat, unfolded if you will. It's necessary for applying a texture to the model, which is what the next episode will cover. So let's dive into Blender and get started. Okay, so this is the shield we left off with from last episode. It's a pretty nice looking shield, as I'm sure you'll all agree. But we're going to unwrap it this episode. Now, what it requires is marking seams. Now, these are places where the UV coordinates will get split up. If we didn't mark any seams, it would be one big mess, and we want to use the best space possible, so we'll need to mark the seams around where the most sharp angles are, if you will, so that there's no distortion. So I'm just going round with the edge select, holding Alt to find the loops, and marking the seams on the side menu there, and you'll see they turn red once you've marked the seam. Now I'm marking the seams on the two major faces, and I'm making the rim a separate rectangle. So what I'm just doing is selecting this bit at the top, and that is going to be the cutoff for the rectangle, so the start and the end, and it's going to unfold into a straight rectangle, hopefully. Alright, that looks pretty good. Just selecting the sides with the shift key. Mark the seam. Now all the seams are marked, so we're going to drag open a new window and unwrap it. Now you get to see what it looks like unfolded, and then you'll see what the seams really do. A to select all, U, unwrap first one. There we go. Can you guess which parts they are? Well, the long bit along the top is the rim, obviously the two circles are the two faces, and the small bit is the handle. That's not finished yet though. We want to make the best use of space so the texture will get the highest quality. So moving that up to the top to free up some room. Now the faces that you want the most detail, you want to take up the most room, and in our case this is the front face, because it's going to have a lot of detail with the wood grain and what have you, but we'll get onto the texturing next episode. Scale that up, move it around. Perfect. Now do the same with the other side. I'm going to make it because it doesn't have the same amount of detail as I want the other face to have, so just a bit smaller. I'm going to apply a leather texture on that side. Make sure it isn't overlapping, very important. That's the handle. Now even though the handle is small and we don't need much detail, we might as well make the best use of space, otherwise the texture will get wasted. So there are some empty spaces, we can't really help that, so we're just making the best use of space really. Never waste pixels. So that is the shield unwrapped. So this episode you've learned about why it's important and just that extra step you need to do before you can apply the texture. Thanks for watching. I'm going to save this now. Make sure you hit like and subscribe, and as I say, next episode we'll do the texturing of the shield. Previous episode we did the modelling, so it's turned out pretty well. And on the right, that's the unfolded version. Okay, I'm going to save it. Bye.